And hello again, Internet. Welcome back to Phantasy Star. A reminder, I am using the ROM from the Steam Genesis Mega Drive collection, and I'm using RetroArch as the emulator. I forget exactly what core I'm using. It's the one that has a bunch of the other stuff. AZ. Yeah, a couple minutes late. My other computer decided it needed to reboot right as I was getting ready to stream. So I had to wait for that thing to finish and get set up so I could stream again. Because I used that one as my monitor and mod view and all that other fun stuff to make sure things are working. At any rate, yes, Phantasy Star II. Let's see if I can actually make progress today. The data for one is okay. Good. I hope it's okay. Oh, I know. We meet again, Rolf. 62 and 86. So, obviously they took some cues from Dragon Warrior here, where the only way you get to know how much, I say Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest, how much you need to level up, you have to go back to your save point and find that. So even in these early games, we can see them referencing other earlier games. I always find that interesting. Day save, and let's go. Where is... Okay, here they are. I was going to say, where the hell did I put my paperwork for this game? Here it is. Let me set it over here where it's supposed to be. There. Interesting. I actually forgot this is on GBA. I just have the Genesis version several times. Well, at least twice over. Because this is in the Ultimate Sonic collection, which, you know, had a lot more games than just Sonic. Which is still one of the best Sega collections out there, honestly. Because it also included arcade games. And some Master System games. So we got stuff like Golden Axe Warrior, which was their version of The Legend of Zelda clone, basically. That's actually a pretty fun game. And, of course, Altered Beast is better in the arcade version than the Genesis version. I don't care how popular the Genesis version was, the arcade version is where it's at. And this emulator, once again, I have to adjust these controls to make sure it stays this way. Well, if you have it on Steam, you have the ROM that would let you play it anywhere. Because they literally have a folder on Steam for the uncompressed ROMs. Sega just straight up says, here you go, have the ROM, you can go ahead and emulate it. Put it on your digital carts, whatever you want. Which, freaking kudos to them for that, for acknowledging that, yes, other emulators exist. I really approve of that from Sega. They do a lot of things wrong, so does everybody, but they do some things right, and I'll give them props when they do it right. Here's one of the mid-tier enemies. At least as far as the 3 tiers that I've been to so far. These are still all very, very weak enemies in the grand scheme. I'm hoping I can get to the fight in time today. Also, I really ought to move that name tag logo to somewhere else. Let's do that. While it's auto-fighting, while it's supposed to be auto-fighting. There we go. And yet, RetroArch pauses when you're not the focus anymore. I like that from RetroArch. I like that it does that. And And we should be just about there. Stuck on those trees again. That is so weird that you get stuck in the trees there. Alright, so we are here. We got the long walk to the second floor, where we have mid-tier fights, or tier 2 fights. So how you feeling today, Z? I am coffeeing it up right now. Oh. Oh, really? You don't have the whole collection? Well, you can't get the Sonic games anymore. That's weird. Oh, probably because of Humble Bundle. Because Humble Bundle gave these weird sets where it wasn't even one of the actual DLC sets you could get. It was like a mix between them. So if you wanted to get the rest of the stuff, you still had to buy everything anyway. Because I don't think those things had the discount for, okay, you already own this. The Humble Bundle versions were weird. And I ended up just going ahead and buying the whole thing anyway, the big set. And I'm glad I did. Alright, so you do have the Sega game, or the Sonic games. As long as you have all 3 of those, or at least 1, 2, and 3, you'll still be able to get the full set. I think you can still get some of the individuals. Like, if you click the collection, it has a list of the individual games. And I think you can click those and actually still buy them one at a time. And they were cheap enough. I mean, they were usually what? Other than the Sonic ones, which were like $5 each. Most of them were only $1 or $2. I think $2 each. So you can get this game for probably $2. Hey, Shy. Oh, yeah. Grind. Hey, he leveled. Wait, how did he level and she didn't? Okay, it is the technique something... It is? Okay, I have no idea what these are. I did not look up the skills, so I might have to do that at some point. Because, you know what? Why don't I do that right now? So that I have some information on what the damn techniques are. Alright, techniques. I got... High something? Highness. Oh! Excellent! I got warp. I can get outside of the dungeon now without having to walk all this way back. Which means I can now actually explore this place. Because if I get to a point where I'm getting low on health and need to, you know, go back and save, I can teleport out of the dungeon and then teleport to town. Hot damn. It's also why he's basically never going to use skills in combat, because he wants to make sure that he has enough TP to get us out. Okay, so you can get it for $1. Is Phantasy Star II worth $1? I'll let you know. It's grindy. It's very grindy. I mean, this is... You saw... Hey, Wizard. You saw this is the first building. It took all day yesterday to get here. And by the way, Wizard, I restarted to use the actual list of what the skills or what the weapons and all do. And it still took me all day being more efficient to get back here. And don't get me wrong, I was way more efficient. I was a higher level with a lot better gear, but it still took all day to get back to this point. So I still have no idea what's in the building. This really is right now the first time I'm exploring the second floor here for that recorder. Let's go ahead and actually heal. Isn't that the last thing they made? No, because they also did the Phantasy Star portables after that. So I know you think... I told you guys, man. Z there, he loved the GameCube version. He got that nice controller that had the keyboard in the middle. That I do believe was only released in Japan. So you imported that thing, right? Okay, what is that? It's an item. I know this. It does... moderate healing. Okay. I played Smash with it too. Nice. So I remember that. I also remember your TV got a little bit of burn-in from the UI. It's locked and won't open. Yeah. That's the sign that you played the game a little too much. Hey, you had fun. That's what mattered. I'm right now trying to go down and get all the treasure chests that were downstairs. Because there's a third floor here. Yeah. Is that up or down? I think that was the wrong one. I have no idea which is which anymore. Locked, it won't open. Finding a lot of locked chests, which makes me wonder if the scoundrels are going to be in here. Maybe that kidnapped girl as well. I doubt it. But... they do. It'll still happen. Ooh, something brand new. A carrier. I don't like the sound of that. Oh, well, it died. I mean, it'll still happen if enough time, but it takes a lot more time now. Okay, that's gotta be wrong. It's like someone was doing a burn-in test of the Switch, the OLED Switch, and they've gotten it to the point where it is starting to burn in, but it's been running for months. So it takes many hours. Yeah, jeez, yeah. Alright, I have no idea where I am, what I'm doing. I almost at this point kind of want to teleport out. Just so I can restart where I am. Because I'm getting lost in here. Just a little bit too much stuff. Don't miss, you're the one who does all the damage. Oh, these things still hurt. Oh, that still hurt alright. As you can see, I'm finally better equipped to deal with these things. Still not perfect. Hate how many menus I gotta go through for this. Alright, this has gotta be this 3rd floor. Definitely 3rd floor. Fighting new things. Okay, that didn't seem so bad. I am totally lost. I have no idea where anything is right now. So that's one thing I'm kind of curious is how these games compare to Phantasy Star Online, because I never played either, really. So I don't know what common elements, if there even are any, between them. Other than the money is still Mensa, or whatever the hell it is. Meseta. Yeah, and that's one problem with this that I have with this stuff, is you'll at least be able to recognize the spell names then. Now, I don't know if these spell names mean anything in Japanese, but they are absolute gibberish as far as English goes. There is no way to determine what the spells will do just by looking at the names, or even the items. And I don't like that. Especially, I mean, I don't mind it if there's a description in the game for it, so you still have an idea of what it is. But there's no description in this. So, you're given a completely gibberish word, and that's your new technique. Go ahead and do it. You know, to be like telling you, hey, I need you to floor Gastel right now. Oh, at least you get a lot of money from that one. Yowza. Ooh, that's a lot of money. I might actually be able to buy a ceramic knife. Let me check the stats on that real quick. Ceramic knife versus the sword. It would take 2 ceramic knives to do as much. And I would lose a little bit of defense. I'm not sure the ceramic knives would be worth it versus the sword. They're also a lot more expensive. I'm better off just using the sword. Alright. Arrows pointing in must be down. So that would be down to the 2nd floor. Oh god, there's a 4th floor? Alright, let's go up to the 4th floor. Now, there is one advantage the ceramic knives would have, and that would be 2 different attacks. So I wouldn't be overkilling. Hey! What do we got? Is this... What's her name? Oh, well, it's the Scoundrels. Okay. So that's not... And it's dead. Oh, we got something new up here. Buzzer! I am not done with this area. I'm going to have to get a key at some point. Honestly, when I get the key, I'm going to bail and come back and try to be more systematic about how I explore. I'm getting my ass handed to me by these things. So, the problem with this is I have basically the best gear I'm going to get. So this is just levels at this point. Unless I get another party member. That would make a difference. Because right now, these things hurt. Ooh, that's a lot of XP. A lot of XP, a lot of money versus what I've been getting. But, ow, I'm not sure it was worth it. I only got 2 heals left. 1 heal left. So I'm going to be leaving soon. Okay. Only 1, and I'd prefer to... Inventory space is a bitch in this. It's Final Fantasy I style inventory. Kind of. It's... I'll show you. Show you since I'm out of this combat. Kill it! That's my inventory. That's why I don't want to carry a bunch of healing items on me. I'm going to be relying on the techniques. So as you can see, I have 4 extra slots I can use. She has 3. Oh, of course they don't. Of course they don't. Every item is an individual item. It's an old school game, man. Okay. So that's the last of the healing right now. So the next time I need to heal, it will be bailing out. Yeah, it's an old school RPG, man. What can I say? It kind of depended. I mean, like I said, this one doesn't have the same... Oh, shit. Yeah, I was hoping I could get to that body, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. There were games that had this item slot-based inventory. So... And ones like that, every item is its own slot. No stacking. Okay. I wish you guys would focus your attacks and actually kill something so that you have less incoming damage. You will survive, thank you. You will survive better the fewer of them there are. Quit splitting your attack up! Thank you! I'm bailing. I'm not reaching that body, there's no way. Because I will have another one of these before I do, and it will kill me. Teleport outside. Teleport back to town. See, one advantage of buying the best that you can... I don't know if you guys heard that just now. That was either a particularly loud crack of thunder, which I don't think it's actually raining, or a military jet came very low, very fast. That was loud. And yes, I do mean military jet, because they're the only ones that will do that. The combat is the same as it was in 1 for the most part, and it will get better when I get more characters. Because there are some weapons that actually hit an entire group of enemies, rather than just a single enemy in the group. It's still not great, but it is more useful. But yeah, you can only target groups, not the individual enemies. And that is kind of annoying. It's a weird system, and I don't hate it. It's an interesting way of doing the auto combat. The problem is, a lot of people complain about the combat in RPGs being the boring part already, because it's just press A. And now it's even worse, because instead of pressing A repeatedly, you press it once, and that's it. Well, there really is no AI to speak of, because you're still telling it what to do. The default attack attacks the leftmost group, then the right group. So it attacks group 1 until it's dead, and group 2, and it just randomly picks one of the group, unless you have a weapon that does everything. Other than that, you have to tell it everything. There is no AI beyond that. So it won't cast spells on its own. It won't do anything else on its own. All it is that it randomly picks what to target. However, I prefer this to Final Fantasy I's combat. That spitting attack from the frogs, or the splitting attack, yeah. I still prefer it to Final Fantasy I's combat. Because at least here you're never wasting an attack. Where if you try to focus down your enemies and are too efficient, you get penalized. Now, mind you, that was fixed in almost every version of every re-release of Final Fantasy I almost. It fixes that. But that was still how the OG worked, where you would basically attack the corpse if you told it to attack that creature. Oh, look! Armor ants. The part of the problem right now is the fact that I only have 2 characters. That hurts. It really limits what I can do. And these things are hurting. A lot. One advantage to what I was doing earlier of buying the best gear I can and then advancing forward is now all the money I'm making is going to future purchases. I don't have to go back and go, okay, now I can finally buy this now that we've left this area. I'm going back down and healing. I do believe there was a hospital in the second town. I'm not going to save in the second town, but there's a hospital there. The problem I have with this combat, this auto combat, is that it is slow. I mean, look at how long it takes to get into the fight, because it has to do that special graphic effect where it builds the enemies out of the pixels. And then every attack takes time, a fair bit of time. And like I say, it's one of those things where people already complaining about how boring combat is, where you just keep pressing the button over and over, and here, you don't even do that. You tell it to fight, and then you watch. But I don't mind that, because it means you can mindlessly grind a bit easier. So it's a good thing where I could do that and then go watch a movie or something. There is a hospital in here, right? Right there it is. And that, again, is the new ROM has a patch to change that from a green cross to a green H. I don't know why. The hospitals are basically inns. It's like the mechanics are all here. Would not surprise me. Would not surprise me. Because I think they got rid of another cross with the patch as well. I'm not sure why. But I don't have the details on that exactly. I know that, I think Cutting Room Floor website has the info of what this patch does exactly. But that does make this a newer ROM. Oh, cool. Oh, good. Not a major fight, so I should survive this. Yay! As you can see, it's pretty time-consuming to get back into the building, so I'm still not making any damn progress. Dunk, 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 dunk. What odd sound effects. Again, I cannot verify how accurate this music is to the Genesis version, because thanks to the special chip the Genesis had, the sound emulation has always been problematic. Alright, let's go ahead and heal him already. I take one step in the building and I have to heal. Razafragan. And there's no dash button, so we walk slowly. Everything in this game is slow. If you could speed it up like modern games, the content in this isn't much. So they have to trick you into playing longer and to make you think you got a better deal out of the game by dragging it out. Still, nowhere near as bad as companies did in the PlayStation 2 era. PlayStation 2 era, they were convinced that they needed longer and longer playtimes, and instead of putting extra content in, although in fairness, some places put extra content in, oh my god. Or randomized content. Hi, Disgaea, looking at you. That one, randomized content, is an artificially extending it thing. Because you could spend 1,000 fucking hours in Disgaea trying to max out your characters. I know, because I spent 120 trying to. Didn't even come close. Did, however, beat Prinny Ball, so... At that point, I stopped caring. Or did I? I don't know if I actually beat Prinny Ball. I think after 120 hours I was able to, but I'm not sure. That was that game's Uber Boss. And it was an Uber Boss. Oh, God. Because the thing is, in that game, not only do you want to level your character to 9,999, you then want to respec and do it again. And again, and again, and again, and again. This Gaia is practically an idle incremental game. Except it's not idle in any way, shape, or form. And I still haven't played Disgaea 4, even though I've got it on my Switch. Hell, I might have it on Steam as well, for all I know. I'm dumb and I keep buying the same games over and over. Like this one. And like Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. Oh, God, I still can't believe I bought the Origins, or pre-ordered Origins. Like an idiot. And I was looking forward to that Capcom Fighting Collection until they announced most of the same games are going to be in Capcom's second stadium. And now I'm going, okay, so why did I buy this one? Oh, because it has online play and museum, and it's supposed to be a better version of them. But I don't care about online play. I'm not going to be a part of that. I just wanted to have the Darkstalkers games and Red Earth, because you've never been able to have that one before. I'm going to go check over here this time, again. I don't think I checked this top corner. Because I can't from here. Okay. No, I think I pretty much went the right way last time. So let's go the right way again. Because all the other chests are freaking locked. So I need to find a way to unlock them. And steal their delicious goodies. Okay, well that's new. Keep an eye on this fight. Okay, they don't really do that much damage to me, and they die pretty fast. So I shouldn't be too worried about these guys. Yeah, these guys aren't really a threat. Although I am going to heal knee. Whoa! Ha! Hi! Hi, achievement! I learned a new technique. What did I learn? Hey! He can heal also now! Rock on. He's not going to. Because it takes 4 and 8, 12 to teleport away. So, as long as I keep him at with 12, I should be okay. However, I have no idea if any enemies can drain your TP. Would not surprise me. So I kind of want to be wary of that. I just need to make sure he has 12 at all times. But that is more healing now, if I need healing. But yeah, there you go, Z. That's why I'm playing it on this version, for the retro achievements. I mean, I was going to play it anyway. I'm not, like, trying to make sure I grind out all of the retro achievements. Oopsie. But it's one of those, well, it's like, as long as I'm playing it, I might as well go ahead and do this as well. Okay, that was not the right way to go. And I'm going to end up having to teleport back again. I am just making no progress in this game. It is a very slow, grindy game, and I apologize for that. Yay, she gained a level! She still has not learned anything other than her first thing. No, it's not going to be a failure. It's just a slow, grindy game. No, the first part was fail just because I didn't know the tools to go faster. I do now. See, that's one thing too. The switches are sometimes guarded by the looks of it. I'll sometimes get hit going for the switches, or the teleports. See, now there, it did not interrupt my combat this time. I don't know why it does sometimes, but not all the time. There, I'm able to auto-fight all the way through this one. Sometimes, though, it keeps interrupting the combat. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, those don't look like stairs, but they act like stairs. Alright, one floor up. Let's try to find that oh, something new! Something new! Pulsar! Let's kill it quickly, please. I have a feeling one of those is gonna, like, poison me or something. I mean, why else would it be called Carrier? It's gonna hit me with some kind of disease that I have to cure at the hospital. I doubt the game has any of those. At least it fucking better not. Not until we have ability to heal or resurrect ourselves. No, kill the same one! Alright, now kill both. That'll work. And combat continued here because he never unparalyzed. If he had unparalyzed, that would interrupt the auto, and I'm fine with that interrupting the auto. It's just that sometimes it gets interrupted for reasons I don't know. Ah! Don't tell me that's all that's in here. Oh, this place is a maze and I hate it. Every dungeon is going to be like this. Every damn dungeon is going to be like this in here. Not a dungeon, it's a biolab. Yeah, Plant Lab and Decay was better than this. But no, you don't know what that is. That was a game that I was designing long, long ago. Very long ago, like 20 years ago now. Oh, hi! Okay, I know where I am now. I don't know why I'm way over here, but... Okay. Well, I mean, I can hopefully go to the next floor from... I can go back to where I had to leave last time from up here, hopefully. Well, at least you killed one of them. Not paralyzed. That one should be dead. And there. Excellent. I mean, that one, either way, it was going to take 2 turns to kill them. It's just whether or not I got 2 or 3 attacks from them. And I got, okay, I guess I can't go that way. I guess I don't know where I am. Something new! Amoebas! I am now being attacked by single-cell organisms. We have gone backwards on the evolutionary chain. Oh, good! She did the right thing! She attacked the same one twice! Headgear! Something I already have equipped. Ow. Okay. Gonna need to heal at least knee here. I have no idea how that's supposed to be pronounced. Knee? Alright, heal both of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To heal someone, exit the menu entirely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The menuing in this is awful. Alright, well, that's this area explored, I guess. Okay, no touching controller. Fight thing blinked. Okay, good, it's still going. Ah! Been to that one already. Alright, so we're back on floor 2. Let's try to go around to see if I can find that right path to floor 3 so that I can get to floor 4. I like the sound that one makes. And this music is still going to drive me nuts, because it's just so background. I'm not going to say that this is any type of classic soundtrack, because... Yeah. So we're oh, everyone's paralyzed. We're an hour in, and I'm still trying to explore this one building. This is going to be a long fucking game. At least by the time I'm finished, I will have forgotten most of Power Slave. That's one of the reasons I wanted a game in between. Okay, she's starting to get her ass kicked. By a lot. These things need to die now. Good job. And she needs it again. Well, we're down to 3 casts, and I haven't even hit the top floor yet. Because the first floor, you got to go over and around to go up to the second floor. Then you got to go same direction, over and around to get to the third floor. It's a long and winding road we travel. Getting a lot of resources by killing all this stuff. Hopefully I can level up and get some anything. More strength. I would love to find another town so that I can buy more stuff. But I have a feeling the other town is past the guy standing on the bridge, not letting anyone get past. Until I complete the story points here. Because you gotta lock players out of progress somehow. Alright, I think this is the right way now. I should actually heal Rolf. Get him back up. Two more casts, and then I have to run. That's the way I went last time. So this is the right way to the 4th floor. We gotta go up and around again. How much money have I got? Woo-hoo! That is a lot compared to what I was struggling to get before. At this point, I could change up my gear entirely if I wanted to. I don't think I do, though. right? Over here. I don't think I went this way last time. Because there is nothing this way. It is, you go the long way around, then you go the long way around, and then you go the long way around, and that's how you advance. Because of course it is. Yep, nothing there. I'm gonna check that second body this time, see if I can get anything. I'm hoping I can check that second body this time. Hopefully I can reach it. Kill it, kill it, kill it. You didn't kill it. Oh, this is the game, everybody. It's going to be several days of this. Alright, so down and over to this other body. She's paralyzed. Don't paralyze Rolf, at least. I told you not to paralyze Rolf! Ah! Well, at least there's only one target now. But there's going to be at least one of my healing used. She has one more. Okay. Nope. Damn it. Nothing. Nothing. Wrong way to go. So I'm gonna have to bail out and heal again. And you're gonna make me do this. At least give me a level before I go. Resafragan! Where am I supposed to go up here? Hit that one. No! I guess he killed it anyway, so that works. That's actually better. It's okay, why? Why did the combat stop there? Ah! Okay, that's gonna suck. This is very likely gonna end up using my other healing. It's definitely gonna use my other healing for knee at this point. No, don't miss. Kill it. Thank you. Yay! She gained a level! She learned a new technique! What did she learn? Anti! Cures poison. Okay. Antidote, in other words. Hey, that one actually makes sense, finally. take so much that I have to leave, please. You're going to. You're going to. You guys are going to wreck me. I just want to see what's over here! I know, wouldn't it be nice if it did? Of course, if it did that, you could end up getting in trouble by being out level, and never go back and heal. And save. Oh, good! I have enough to actually take a peek. And it's a dead end. Razafragan. Honestly, at this point, I should bail. I'm going to. Sigh. He can, but I don't want to risk his TP for teleporting away. He has several attacks he can use in combat as well. I don't want to risk his TP for teleporting away. He's the one who can get me out of dodge. I ain't fucking risking that. Because, again, I don't know if there's any enemies or abilities that can drain your TP. So I don't want to, like, use up all my stuff until I'm at 12 and then have something suck one away and then I won't be able to leave. And then die and lose everything. Because this game seems like it would be a dick enough to do that. This game definitely seems dickish enough to do something like that. Stay hydrated. And hopefully awake. Hello, Froggy. Don't do any major damage, please. And yeah, you gotta go down and around here. It's cut off trying to go across higher up. I've tried. At this point, I at least know how to get to the biofactory pretty quickly. And at this point, I should know how to get to the 4th floor. And I'm sure there's, like, gonna be speedrunners and all watching who go, "Oh my god, what are you doing? Taking so long? Why are you fighting everything?" So I always fight everything. I like to be overpowered XP-wise. Just makes it take longer, that's all. Of course, I say that, and I'm still getting my ass handed to me. Oh, if only levels here mattered as much as they did in East. Can you imagine how powerful I would be at this point if the levels made as much different as they do in Ys? That's true, Puffy. That's true. Greetings. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, they'd just be like teleporting through things. It's like, there's this guy here that's preventing you from going forward. We're going to walk around him. Would not surprise me. Yes, first playthrough. First playthrough. And it is going very slowly. Very slowly. Oh, man. I am looking forward to it. This is a game I've wanted to play for a long time. Like, so far, I've been kind of comparing it to Dragon Warrior 1, because that's another grindy slog of a game, especially at the beginning. Hopefully, when I get another character or two, things will speed up some. At this point, I at least have the money to equip them. Oh, it's good to hear that it does pick up. I mean, these games are fondly remembered. There has to be some good stuff in it. It's just that first bit is so slow. And then it doesn't tell you anything. I mean, I hate that I have to have external references up for what the spells do, what the equipment is, and all that. Old RPGs didn't have the quality of life that we do today. Ooh. See, I could not stand Phantasy Star 1 because of the illusionary wall crap. I wanted to like it, but illusionary walls in a dungeon crawler are no bueno. If it wasn't for the map in the Sega Ages version on Switch, never would have finished that. And I know that because I tried 2 times before it. Did it? Oh man, because like I said, I've had the game legally. I mean, it's in the Sonic Ultimate Collection. That didn't have any type of map for it. So that makes that collection make me even angrier now. But yeah, the Sega Ages version with the interactive map, oh, that was a godsend. That was the only way to play that. I go down and around, don't I? Yeah, and that's the thing too. It's so late in the game. And I don't know if there's any references in-game to it. So, by the time you're there, you don't expect one. And that's what made me stop twice. Because I just could not progress. But I have finally beaten it thanks to Sega Ages. I would recommend the game on Sega Ages. It is playable there. If anyone is interested in playing Phantasy Star 1, I do recommend the Sega Ages collection on Switch, version on Switch. It's not a terrible game with those enhancements. Without that, though, and that was one of my things. It's like I never played 2, 3, and 4 because I hadn't beaten 1, and I like to play the games in order whenever possible. That's why I haven't done Persona yet, because I haven't played Persona 1. It's on my PSP, but I don't play my PSP at home very often, especially now that it's not hooked up to my television anymore. Yeah, this one has continuity too, so it's like I have broken that rule for a few series on what is it? Breath of Fire. I never finished 2, but I have done 1, 3, and 4. And Dragon Quarter can suck a dick. Because, yes, I've tried playing Dragon Quarter as well, and that game is freaking terrible. I don't think they do either, Xanth, especially since, you know, Persona 2 has 2 versions. Yeah, Breath of Fire 1 isn't very good either. It's... I don't even want to say it's terribly generic. It just... The entire concept of it, with the turning into a dragon and then merging your characters into the dragon. I did see one person talking about how it kind of... Yeah, it's grindy as well. But you get toward the end of that, and so I saw one person who was talking about it, and how the other characters kind of only exist as tools to power up Ryu, and it's kind of... Yeah... No, those are Froggies, not Froggo. And they aren't Fred either, so they can be killed. And they're awful. I hate the Froggies in this. They do so much damage with that little poison spit thing, or that one where they shed a liquid from them or from their backs that can hit. It kind of targets both. Very low accuracy, but it hurts when it hits. The secretion attack. Yeah, Breath of Fire 2, I did like better. I like the characters in it. I don't know why I never finished it. I mean, I had it on the Wii. I think it's on the Switch. Oh, great, these things. I think it's on the Switch and the SNES Online. I just haven't done it. Then again, even 3 and 4 were... I enjoyed them well enough. But in all honesty, if I'm going to go back to a PlayStation RPG, I'm going to go to Legend of Legaia. Yeah. What else? There's... The PlayStation was not lacking in roleplay games. Fortunately. Thank you, Final Fantasy VII. Like, I preferred Dragon... Ooh, I should really heal. I preferred Dragon Quest VII. I know Xanth doesn't because he really did not like the style of that game, the art and all that. But I liked 7 well enough. In fact, Dragon Quest VII has a lot of stuff I really enjoyed in it. They updated the graphics for you. You found it acceptable finally. I'm glad you were able to enjoy the game, because it is a good game. I like the time travel back and forth in it. It's something that appeals to me. And I loved the Mimic area. Absolutely loved the Mimic thing. That just made me laugh so hard. I don't think there's anything over here. I think I'm going the wrong way. I am going the wrong way. And of course, 7 had the pretty in-depth job skill system as well, where you have the prestige classes and everything. Now, the Dragon Quest games, that has been a pretty solid series throughout. I still need to go back and play the NES. Well, I had the NES ones, including 4. I did have a cart for 4. I don't anymore. I have the DS version, but I want pixel remasters of those. I want to see Dragon Quest 1 through 6 pixel remaster. Same treatment they gave Final Fantasy. Dragon Quest deserves the same treatment. And, I mean, even the new one, what was it, 12? Oh, God, that was such a good game. I'm seriously tempted to get the definitive edition of that just to play through it again, this time in the 16-bit mode, because that also amuses me, that it has that. Is 5 coming out on Steam then? Hey, a chest, it's probably locked. Sil ribbon. Sil ribbon. You mean silver ribbon? Great, so even my list doesn't have the right names for things. Let's see, that's going to be a knee headgear. Yep, and that's better than what she has by a lot. Okay. Oh, sweet! 3 and 5! Excellent! I have 3 FES on my PS3, but... Okay, item, Rolf, you... Give it to me... Equip... Okay! Beast girls love shiny things. Thank you very much. Whoa, her stats are all 53s? Interesting. Well, that should help her survive slightly better. Well, you know, with that as well, since 3 through 5 are connected, but not 1 and 2, or 2, maybe I can go ahead and start on that one on 3. I say though, I have 1 on PSP and 2 and 3 on my PS3. That's good. I mean, that's supposed to be a good series. Although there's so many good RPGs anymore. I've still got a bunch of the Tales games to play. There's the entire, I mean, was it Legend of the Heroes series? The MS Store isn't terrible. I actually need to reinstall some of my games from the MS Store after I formatted. Yay, she gained a level! What are my stats at right now? Good. You need healing. See, the one thing I like about the PlayStation or the MS Store is the cross-buy for the games that have that. I don't like Game Pass. I really don't. I am not a fan of subscription services. I get that it's good for some people, but I really think we need to move away from this subscription and rental mindset and get back to owning things. Because you're just throwing your assets away by subscribing and renting. Oh, I get that. And I would rather own the things than have them on Netflix as well. That's why I keep buying Switch games on physical instead of the digitals. I want the physicals. Because you can do things with physical you can't with the digital. I mean, 30 years from now, because we're all sitting there playing a bunch. Well, then again, most of us aren't playing the original NES carts anymore, but you still can. 30 years from now, are you going to be able to do any of those digital Switch ones? Probably not. Hey, thank you for the follow, Puffy. Thank you very much. Well, I do a variety of games. In fact, if you're on PC, you can probably see down in the description below the video that I have lists of games that I've played here. I do a lot of, well, basically this channel exists as an excuse for me to play through games that I never had a chance to play through before. It's a way to clear my backlog. And there's the Phantom from... Oh! Haha! I have the key! And the letter! Yep, been doing this for a while. There is that, see, but then again, I have Humble Bundle monthly, and that gives me a plus Twitch Prime. I've got a slew of video games that way that I would probably otherwise never play. Alright. I'm going to leave. Again? Yes, I know. But this time I'm doing this because with the key, I can now open a bunch of the chests that I couldn't before. Wait, you have the letter. Okay, read. Darum, I have your daughter, Tiam, locked in Nido Tower. Pay 50,000 myth in 1 month if you ever want to see her again. To get the money, Darium turned to crime. Look at that, 5,000. I could go buy both of the ceramic knives if I wanted to. I don't, but I could. Dude, that's a lot to level up now. Oh, the menuing in this game takes forever. Now, I wonder if I should actually go talk to Darium with the letter. before I go back and start opening boxes. Especially given the fact that I have all of 2 inventory slots right. Why am I not selling that ribbon? Ooh, headgear. Who uses it? Headgear, headgear. Da 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 da. Basically everybody, but it's also garbage. And I could buy it again if I wanted to, so I could probably sell it just to keep the inventory space open. Sell the ribbon. Sell the headgear. I mean, I'm down 60 if I have to buy another piece of headgear. Oh darn, I have 5,000. I mean, there's that, but... And that's what happens if you accidentally try backing out too early or the wrong button. Which again, this just tells me that the people who played this, who made this game, actually did play Final Fantasy I. And Dragon Warrior. Which is good. The people who make games should play games. So I love seeing stuff that's like, oh, okay, you got this idea from this game. Whereas nowadays, everything's so homogenized, you can never tell. Alright, Darium, I got a letter here. No, I have a letter. I have a letter! Oh, that's possible. Again, I haven't played either of them, so I don't know. But that's interesting. I'll see how that works out eventually. We'll see those. Okay, so I have a letter, but I think it's... Is the letter going to matter at all, or is it just plot? Oh, that's frustrating. Like, is it just world building? Because especially since it's something that I already knew. The only information in it that's new to me is the 50,000. And I sure don't have 50,000. I have 5,000. Well, this is one of the things. You know, when you're playing it for the first time, and you get something like that, you have to question it. Like, you know the answer. You've played this game before, but I'm sitting there like, okay, is this important or is it a red herring? And this is one of the reasons I look at these games, is to see, you know. And hopefully it's fascinating for you, someone who's played the game before, to see the mindset of someone going at it fresh and going, okay, I've been given information, what does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Of course, now, I'm going to be opening boxes on the second floor, so I'm not even going back up to 4 yet. Hopefully, the recorder will be in one of these. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying. I'm also glad they went to more traditional dungeons with the same style as the overworld, rather than the dungeon crawling in 1. I know dungeon crawlers were popular early on. Aklabeth is a dungeon crawler like that. Of course, I did Dungeon Master 2, fantastic game. And more recently, the Legend of Grimlock games were amazing. I don't think I played Shining in the Darkness. Is that another dungeon crawler like that? I think it's in this set. I'm going to have to add that to my list then. Nice. Cool, well that's going on the list. I'll probably get to it by 2026. Yeah, games that are too popular like that. That's why I like cult games. Now Shining Force, I believe that was one of the SRPGs, right? The strategy ones on a grid. Because I believe that was released on Game Boy Advance, and I think I played it there. So Shining in the Darkness is a different version from the same series. That really has my interest piqued. That's going to have to go on the shorter list now. That might be a good one in between. I will probably forget long before I ever get around to it. That's the sad part. Huh. See, that's why I like this Genesis collection, man. I mean, honestly, what I ought to do with it is like I did with the NES stuff, and just go through all the Genesis games in some month. Especially since NES is done now. Okay, there's going to be 3 more NES games, at least, this year. So I've seen more information on that Genesis Mini 2. It looks like they're doing Sega CD stuff for it. What? No, item? Oh my god, am I going to have to use this every time? Dynamite! Oh lord. Why? Okay, now what am I have to... Okay, well that's a dead end. Found out where that goes! Okay. And I mean, the fact that it has games like Popful Mail, I already want to buy that. I want to get my hands on that one. I've wanted to get my hands on all of them and haven't been able to. But, like, the price of the games announced already on their own is obscene. Yeah, I know. And I don't even know if that's the most expensive one on there yet. It might be. Popful Mail is a damn pricey game. This is a shame a lot of the Sega CD stuff never got redone. Because, I mean, they could do other collections. Oh, very nice, Z. Very nice. You ever actually managed to play it? Yeah, Sega CD had a lot of... Again, a lot of cult classics, a lot of RPGs that people loved. I mean, that is where the Lunar series started as well. At least that one got remade a couple times and brought forward. I'm glad a lot of things are able to do. I'm surprised. I'm kind of surprised that the CD ones never really got a collection of stuff. I mean, it's not like you couldn't put a whole bunch of them on a Blu-ray disc, back even on PlayStation 3. And you could certainly have a collection of them now. And instead of just minis as well, I would love to see these things get released as sets on Steam. Like this Genesis collection I'm playing. Alright, I think I missed a thing somewhere. I'm lost again. Was there one down? No, there wasn't. I did go to that one. Okay. So now I gotta figure out what the dynamite's gonna be used for. There's so many cracks in the walls here. I kind of wonder if the dynamite's used here, but on the other hand, would I only get one shot at it? Oh, every time. More dynamite. So yes, I would only have one shot at it. Oh God, why? Okay, so there were a couple chests around here. Or not. It's an old game. A lot of old games did this. Especially on PC. Oh God. There's a reason I don't play old PC RPGs. I have a ton of them. An absolute ton of them. There's a reason that I don't play them. Like, I actually lined up Aklabeth for play at one point, and just the more I looked into it, oh God. The way to beat that game is basically entirely RNG. And it just did not sound the least bit fun. So that one's open. Yeah, Dragon Quest did that. It's, again, I think these guys played Dragon Quest. I really do. I think the people who made this game played Dragon Quest and were like, hey, we ought to make our own RPG. And I'm glad they did. I fully support people doing that. I support anybody who plays a video game and goes, oh cool, I kind of want to make something like that. As long as you're not making an exact clone or aren't one of the companies who's making a clone of a potentially popular game in order to monetize the hell out of it. I'm looking at you, King. And your Candy Crush stolen game. Go kill yourselves. Well, not kill yourselves. Go fuck yourselves. Seriously. Dude made a game to honor his mother, and King just straight up stole it and monetized it. Look up the story of Candy Crush. It is horrifying. It makes me truly angry. Yeah, the only nice thing I can say about that is at least it wasn't Bobby Kotick. Alright, so there should be another chest somewhere in here. Or not. Or there probably is, and I just missed the right way to get to it. Because there's going to be a recorder somewhere, and I'm sure it's going to be in one of these locked chests that I haven't been to yet. I knew there was one. That's not the right one. I believe this is going to be minor healing. Minor healing. Yup. At least I found it. Alright, there was something else up there. What am I doing? What's this? Now, where am I? Oh, great. These things again. Oh, dang it. Quit paralyzing me, because every time you paralyze me, I have to push the button again. Oh, cool. Now we're both paralyzed. Yay! They're back. Honestly, I need to dig out my disc for Skull Keep and play that one again. Or again. At all. I've never played that one. On the subject of dungeon crawlers earlier, there's another true PC dungeon crawler. See, if you actually do like that genre, the old PC dungeon crawlers, absolutely recommend The Legend of Grimrock. Especially the second one. Oh, God, that game was good. Like, those two might be some of the best examples of the genre. Okay, so I have a couple inventory slots left. Ah! I don't even mind that I have to use the key every time. I wish it was automatic, but this is long before contrivances like automatically using keys. You know, at least the key doesn't disappear when I use it. Can you imagine how bad that would have been? Oh God, it would be a nightmare, as you say. Especially if it was like a random drop. See, now I'm getting Final Fantasy Legends flashbacks. I have never been to this one, so I don't know if it's locked or not. But Final Fantasy Legends, aka, what is it, SM1, also known as, I think, Sword of Mana when they remade it. The Game Boy version, which I have on Switch now, yay. I tried playing it once before. Nope, that one didn't. That one did not have a lock. I tried playing it before, and I got stuck in a dungeon because the doors... Oh, Final Fantasy Adventure. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Legend was Saga series, you're right. I got stuck in a dungeon because the doors would lock behind you, and you would need to use another key to open them, and the keys were random drops. So I was completely lost. I was totally lost inside the dungeon, confused, and it was taking so long to find another key drop that I would forget what I was trying, where I was trying to go and where I'd been. So, yeah, that ended that game. And Final Fantasy Legends, oh, it was awful. Final Fantasy Legends, aka Saga, I wasn't able to finish because I hit a point of no return without one of my key items. A key item that was required to finish the game. So I went forward, couldn't go back, couldn't keep going forward. I don't know how I keep finding these things. Like, I'm really good at making games crash or finding broken stuff. Hello, Power Slave! On the subject of finding ways to not be able to progress in the game. I'm sure I've missed a really freaking obvious chest somewhere. There's no way I haven't just missed an obvious chest. It's probably down on the first floor. One of the teleporters. Those are supposed to be stairs. They have the sound effect of stairs. They don't look like stairs. They're like lift pads. But I'm sure there's one that goes down to the first floor that has the item that I'm looking for, the recorder. I don't believe I saw any chests up on 4. Yep. That makes perfect sense to me. You gotta be careful of that. That's why I like... The way Final Fantasy I did it is preferable to me. You can save anywhere in the overworld, although that could put you in a dangerous situation. You could get yourself in one of those you have no way of getting out alive situations. You know, be as far from anything as possible with 1 hit point. I've run into that stuff too. Ah, well. You know, I have to reach a save point. Yeah, my parents were very familiar with that phrase. Good old Dragon Warrior 1. I have to reach the save point. Wow, I'm actually kind of low on hit points here. Ooh. Lower than I should have been. Then again, at this point, I'm actually getting strong enough to not worry as much. I still don't know where I'm going. Please have a chest over here, please. And stop with these enemies. These enemies suck. I'm almost up on my time today. Collection of Mana. Is Collection of Mana the one that isn't on Switch? Or is it the Final Fantasy Legacy? The Saga collection that's not on... Or, I mean, not on Steam. Because I think both of those are on Switch, but one of them isn't on Steam. Which is a shame, because I'd love to go through all those Game Boy games, too. Collection of Mana is the one that's only on Switch. Thank you. Which is a shame, because I would love to have that on Steam. But then again, I would love to have all of the games on Steam. I prefer Steam over the consoles because, quite frankly, Steam has lasted longer. I mean, Steam started when PlayStation 2 was the current gen. And it is still going, and almost every game can still be played. There are exceptions. There's games where the servers have shut down, like Marvel Heroes, or that card game that I played a few times on stream. That's a shame that one shut down. Soulforge, I think it was, something like that. I had fun with that one. Yay! Oh god, I've been here long enough to gain a level? That's kind of terrifying. I still want more NES collections, though. As of right now, I think the only NES game collections coming out, or collections that have NES games on Switch that I don't have, are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one that's coming out. And yes, I'm getting that. I've been wanting that collection forever. Even though that's $40, that's an automatic yes. And if the arcade doesn't have 4 players, I'm going to be pissed. This has got to be the right way. It's making me zigzag down through it. This has to be the right way. No. The Cowabunga Collection. Not Shredder's Revenge. I've been wanting the Cowabunga Collection for so long. And the fact that it includes even the Game Boy game. Oh, you should look it up. If you are a fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games, this is the collection to get. It's got both arcade games, all 3 NES games, all 3 Game Boy games. Correction, all 4 NES games. It's got the Turtles in Time and Tournament Fighters for Super NES. It's got a couple Genesis games. There's like 13 games in it. It is huge. It is everything you could have wanted if you love the Turtles games like I do. I just zigzagged back down. No, this has got to be right. Come on. This has got to be the right way. You made me zigzag across. Yeah, but that one's got 4 NES games on it. There's another NES game I know of that got released. It's a more recent one. By the same guy who did Flea. So it's one of that style. But as far as I know, those are the only new NES games coming out on Steam this year. You've got to have the recorder. You're probably the one I got the key from, aren't you? Yeah, I told you. That is an ace collection, man. That is one that was on the wish list of, God, it'd be so nice if somebody made this. And then they did it! Yeah, and that's one of the ones that's got the online play. Okay, so that had to be where I got the key. So, what am I... I am going to have to come back tomorrow and look for the recorder. Because I have missed it, clearly. And I'm getting to the point where I'm almost going to have to warp out of here soon. And then I will try again tomorrow and see if I can pick it up there. But, like, SNK released their set, awesome, that has most of their games. I wish their games were better. But they had Chrysalis, so hey, that was fun to play. Capcom has released a few different sets. I mean, the Disney set is a nice one to have. And of course, Mega Man. Gotta have Mega Man. But they made so many other NES games that aren't on Steam yet. I would love to see a larger collection from Capcom with their NES stuff, not just arcade. They love to do their arcade, but like, you guys did console games too. Put those out. Namco put out a couple collections, and they're fine. They're missing stuff like instruction manuals and all that. But hey, a bunch of games. A lot of these games, you know, they're coming back. They're being available again, but there's still so many. I would love other companies to do that. I mean, the NES had a ton of games. There's some individual stuff as well up there. There are some where the games had an NES version and a version from other systems where the company that owns them put the other versions but not the NES one up. And that, I understand doing that. Completely understand doing that. Like, yeah, you're going to do the computer port of Deja Vu and not the NES version, because why would you put up the hamstrung NES version instead of the more complete computer port? Or the computer version of what the NES was a port of. Same for Immortal, Maniac Mansion. You're going to want the better versions of those games and not the console ports. I still want the console ports, though. I like having the NES stuff. I know Nintendo's never going to release a collection of their stuff on Switch. It would be hilarious if they did. But they have no reason to, because they're just going to keep selling their stuff on their own systems. And I have nothing wrong with that. I see nothing wrong with that. No problems. Okay, yeah, I am not seeing where this other chest is. I'm sure I missed it down on the first floor. But I'm also out of time today. So I'm going to teleport out, save, and I have made no progress again! Oh, this game is killing me! I did get the key. You're right. And the letter, which I guess I can go try. And dynamite. I mean, I'll go real quick, see if I can get in the tower, see if I can get into my house, and if anything has changed. Central tower. Where to? Room. Something I can do. What? What? I can store things. Oh, that's good. That's useful. Library. Rolf and Liz are going to the biosystems lab to get the recorder. Okay, well, that'll be useful later. I'm not reading those right now. But obviously, I don't have the recorder, so I can't return anything there. Anything happening in my town? Knock at the door. We're trying to solve the mystery of the biomonsters. I'm good with the gun. I'd also want to go with you. You know a better name for me? No, you can be Rudo. So, okay. I wonder how long ago I could have done this. I wonder how long ago I could have done this. Probably right away. Probably right away. Yeah. Something to look forward to tomorrow. This game is going to be the death of me. This game is going to be the death of me. Well, we're going to continue tomorrow. We're going to gear out our new character. Yay, we have a third character that we probably could have forever. Well, again, I'm playing it for the first time and don't know things. And if there's any possible way for me to miss something important, I will. Trust me, I will. Because I play games weird, obviously. I play games very weird. And I'm stubborn. So tomorrow we're going to gear out our new character. He's a gunman, right? Can he use a ceramic knife? Rudo? Rudo? Yeah, he can. So I can put the knife on him. Which is probably the better thing to do. We'll see tomorrow. I mean, actually probably be really good. Yeah, at any rate, we'll see tomorrow. We'll kit him out, and that will increase my effectiveness again. Yay! Oh, this game. I swear this game. It doesn't tell you anything. Never make assumptions with it. So, I stream for about 2 hours a day, so I will be back at 1 o'clock Eastern. And until then, well, take care, Internet, and enjoy the games you play.